He just takes them out at his word. And so Joseph, based upon that information, feels like his boy is now dead. And so the story will go on. Obviously, Joseph is not dead. And so Egyptian seller comes along, traveler, merchant, and he eventually purchases, buys Joseph from the brothers into slavery. Brothers got the cash and getting off. And now Joseph is in slavery. But this story shows you of Joseph that when God has his life on you and something for you, your haters may be hating on you and they may not like you, but God has a way of taking your haters and making them your haters. I wish I had help in here. Y'all ain't saying nothing this morning. And so listen, Joseph goes from the pit, but eventually is sold and goes to Mr. Potiphar's house. Miss Potiphar has a thing for Joe. She has her eyes up on him. She's checking him out. She reaches one, grabs his coat. When Mr. Potiphar comes back in town, she says, look, that Hebrew, that slave you brought it to us, look at this. I got the evidence right here in my hand. He tried to attack me. When the truth of the matter is, you know that old type, what is it, cougar, had her eyes up on, come on, little Joe. And she made a play on him, and Joe wasn't interested in the ring. Joe wasn't interested in her. And so listen, she lied upon Joe. So Joe ended up from the pit to Mr. Potiphar's to prison and found himself in prison with the butler and the baker, and ultimately because he not only has dreams but he interprets dreams, he finds his way out of that prison to the palace, from the pit to Mr. Potiphar to prison to the palace, the second man in the house, all of Egypt, to show you when God wants to bless you, I don't care who don't like it. Oh, bless the name of God. And so when we pick up in this text, we find that this is Jacob's attitude that, listen, all of these things are against me. Listen, it's true that he said it, but they are not statements of truth. And so it causes him to make what I call a faithless cry. He's a father, but ain't no faith in what he's saying. So three things I want to lift up to you on this morning about this guy on this morning is that listen, why would Jacob make this faithless cry like this? Is because number one, Jacob was weary. Jacob was weary. He was weary from several things. What would cause one to become weary is that, listen, number one, there was the toll of age. That was the toll of age. When the Bible says that, listen, the years had taken their toll on their father. That, listen, I don't care who you are after a period of time, what he's saying is that years two and two together. And so listen, he just not put us about, listen, his thoughts of adversity, the text says that he automatically says in verse 36 that, listen, my boys are dead. Joseph, he dead. My boy is dead. If you take Benjamin, he automatically die too. In other words, there are some people who always see things in the negative view. Are you listening to me on this morning? Listen, and you must be mindful of this because the Bible says that we ought not to become weary in well-doing. In other words, this lets you know what are some things that will weary you down or wear you down. Listen, the toll of age, the thoughts of adversity, this guy just automatically assumed. Now you know what happens when you assume that because what appears to be some evidence that his son is dead, that listen, he automatically cleans up and nerves up about the fact that if I let Benjamin go as well, that surely he's going to die. There are some people who can never do great things for God because they live upon the fact of negativity of all of the things that went wrong with everybody else. There are some people who will never get their healing because it's in their mind that, listen, well, you know, fellow the other day said he never went to the doctor until he was 82 years of age. Went to the doctor and in 1 week lost his vision. In 2 weeks, leg was cut off. Within a month, he was in the grave because he never had any time for the doctor to do any work upon him because it was always in his mind, if I went to the doctor, I was going to hear bad news. There are some people can never get their healing because they're always thinking, you know, my mama died of this. Come on. My daddy and them died of this. And it's always in it. You can never get your blessing looking at the negative. Anybody know what I'm talking about in this place? You can never achieve looking at the negative. Now listen, again, you got to give Jacob his just due. He was dealing with some things that he had nothing to do with. Now listen, he didn't go and get the coat and see the many colors. His son came and brought him this coat and said, your boy is dead. And so all I'm trying to tell you is sometimes you got to stop listening to the reports of negative folks. I wish I had a witness in here. You have to learn how to become desensitized to all of the negative stuff of folk telling you how this ain't gonna work and that ain't gonna work. You will never make it. Can I tell you that, listen, you will never achieve if you listen to the thoughts of adversity. Listen, what made him weary? Listen, the toll of age, the thoughts of adversity, but then also, thirdly, what made him weary was his times of amnesia. Listen, he had what I call selective amnesia. In other words, you know, some people can remember what they want to. Y'all ain't talking to me on this morning. I can't get help. Some people, listen,